Welcome back, YouTube. My name is Brandon. We're in the driveway again. This is still Chili Dog Motorsports, and today we are at our final important upgrade for these little Grom clones. We're doing the exhaust. That's right, we're doing the exhaust. All right, so I cannot stress this enough, two-piece header pipe. Two-piece. I've got a million people ask me questions. They go and buy a one-piece. The one-piece exhaust, you're going to have to heat it and bend it. It's not going to work. We're going to show you why the two-piece works. Anyways, thanks for sticking around. Hope you enjoy the show. All right, let's get to this with the microphone on. So now hopefully you can hear me. Again, what we're going to do, disconnect the exhaust from the motor. Should be your 10 millimeter. Something in the butt. Back there. Shoot my shit out of it. It's like pressing the right there. It's coming. What? How's that not off yet? Come on. Oh, God. You shoot the hell out of that thing. This stock exhaust is not the greatest quality. That's why we're replacing it. Works though. It does its job. It gets exhaust gases from the motor to behind you, which is ideal. Now back here. Yeah. Oh, no, they're not. Oh, no. Oh, no. What is going on? Oh, that's why. Got it. So our little engine guard we put on there is kind of in the way, but you work around it. I tell you what, the sunshine is feeling rather good. I love the sunshine. Not a fan of typical Washington rainy weather. We're going to hang on to this bolt. Might need it later. Now, loosen the clamp between the header / mid pipe and the muffler. I got that really jammed up in there, huh? Get that out, man. The stock diameter of this exhaust is tiny, dude. Man. This thing. I really wonder what's in this cat converter looking thing. It's heavy. I'll just set that aside for now. Oh no. Is that? I have to take the plastic off to get to that? Be kind of a. No. I might be able to squeeze it. Then you got a couple mounts for your muffler. Oh no. Oh, that sucks. I might have to take this whole side plastic off. So we're going to try and sneak this bolt out of there. Swing the exhaust down far enough to get the bolt hidden behind the plastics out of there. Open. You can just slip a wrench in there now and get to that. This sucks. Why would they do that? push the plastic out of the way too far. Huh. That sucks. I don't like that. Why'd they do that? This kind of sucks. It might be easier to take these plastics off, but I'm going to try and fudge it. So I don't want to take them off. Bet. Take this lower plastic bolt off of it. We can move it enough to get to that. Hold on to that. Oh yeah, you get a wrench in there. Don't pry up on that too hard. It probably will break. Now, we can get a wrench on there and get like a 1/16 of a turn. That's ideal. I don't know if you guys can hear that. It sounds like there's a group of bikes riding up the street there. Kind of jealous I'm not with them. So we have fixed our Grom until it was broken. The old saying goes, if it ain't broke, I'll fix it till it is. This is a horrible way to do this.
One eternity later.
We're so close, yet so far. Oh, come on. Yes. We can kind of do it by hand. There we go. I knew success would be mine. God, that thing is heavy, dude. Okay, so now we can start assembling our new exhaust. Remember, you want the two-piece exhaust for these clones. One piece fits fine on actual Groms. Two-piece exhaust for the clones. And I was reading online that you want to put 2 exhaust gaskets in there. Otherwise it won't seat. We're going to experiment with that and see if that is correct. Yeah, just kind of get it up in there, mock it up, see where everything's gonna land, and make necessary changes from there. Oh, maybe you need 2 gaskets to space it off enough so it doesn't rub. I feel like it's gonna rub though. Oh no, don't pull the bike over. Oh god, we're pulling the bike over. Pull backwards on it so we're not pulling the bike over. That'd be smart. Look at us, using our brains. We're learning so much. Oh my goodness. There we go. This already looks so much better. Alright, let's test fit this muffler. Get the muffler, some springs, a clamp, nice little baffle. I'm going to try it with the baffle in first. This drops in there, I believe, like that. I believe the act of just being wedged on here holds it in place. And hopefully doesn't rattle around a bunch. Stay up, playa. Let's take a step back and look at that. Look at that. It's looking so much better already. Let's get our rubber on the clamp.
5 minutes later.
Rubber on the clamp. Now we do clamp around the exhaust. Gonna be in a pain in the bum right now, but we're gonna make it. There we go. There we go. That's all I wanted. Just wanted the passenger peg to actually fold up the way it was supposed to. Of course, that's a different size. Why wouldn't it be? Why would they make both mounting bolts the same size? And they can make them two different sizes. Also driving me up the wall. The pipe and the muffler are stainless, and all the mounting hardware they gave me are... I don't even know if they're nickel plated, but they're not stainless. Make sure everything's good and tight so it doesn't rattle itself apart. Alright, now let's tighten up the engine side. Hopefully we get no exhaust leaks from this. Loosen this one a little bit. We're going in a little uneven. Not ideal. No. Hopefully that's good. Oh. Something tells me these springs aren't gonna reach. Yeah, maybe. Oh yeah, they reach too good. Like no tension on that one. Here we go. Huh. So, need to get a shorter spring for that. Let's fire it up, see how it sounds. Ooh, that sounds good. Gosh, dang. That's with the baffle in. I couldn't imagine that without the baffle. You gotta listen to this. This sounds like a big boy bike now. Ooh, that exhaust gets hot quickly. I don't feel any leaks, that's good. That's good. We're getting somewhere, boys. Still has that little choking issue. Because we still haven't gotten our jet kit to rejet the carburetor. That's next. Dang. Oh, I should have wiped my fingerprints off that. A little pro tip. Take some alcohol, wipe your fingerprints off the stainless steel exhaust pipe, or you'll burn your fingerprints right into it. So now, as you can see, we've done a little bit of writing. That stainless is getting discolored real nice, getting that rainbow flavor to it. Anyways, this is why the two-piece is important. You see that this spring here is not quite straight, right? That's by design. Well, not really. It's supposed to be straight on a Grom because these bends line up perfectly on a Grom. We don't have a Grom. We have a Grom clone. So what you need to do is you attach your first piece to the motor. Then you attach the rest of it, and you are able to twist it. Twist it ever so slightly into the configuration you need to fit your Grom clone. That is why it is important to have a two-piece exhaust. Needs to be two-piece. Please get a two-piece. And hopefully you have gotten your two-piece exhaust and you can follow along and put it on your bike with us. Thanks for watching my back while I did the whole thing. That was horrible. This has become less of a how-to and more of watching my back while I do stuff. And we're going to fix that, folks. I am so sorry. I'm still new to all this. We're figuring out as we go. Bear with me. The next videos, I promise, will be better. But that does conclude our list of important updates for this thing to run better than it did. It ran pretty decent out of the box, I think, but it can be better. So I would say, yeah, 10 out of 10. Really, this thing's been awesome. Now we get to move on to the fun stuff, the looking cool stuff, the hot boy parts, if you will. All right. Thanks for sticking around. Keep watching. We'll have more videos soon. Thank you so much, guys. Now get out of my driveway.